Beginning to improvise may seem a bit confusing at first. You might be wondering where to start or how to approach it. The whole process of improvisation can appear abstract and daunting, but it's all good because today I'll share a simple exercise that will get you improvising in no time. And you won't even need to worry about scales. The first step is to choose a song with a simple chord progression. If you're new to jazz, I highly recommend starting with a blues song. Here's why. The chords are simple, and anything you learn through a blues song will easily translate to other songs with more challenging chord progressions. For my demonstrations, I'll use the blues tune Blue Monk. In Blue Monk, the harmony consists of simple dominant 7th chords. If you're not familiar with the chords in your chosen song, start by playing the arpeggios of each chord in quarter notes. Play the root, then the 3rd, 5th, and if applicable, the 7th of each chord. This will help you get comfortable with the chord tones before moving on to the improvisation exercise. Let me demonstrate what this will look like. Now that you're familiar with the chords, it's time to improvise a melody. Using only the notes of each chord, you'll create an improvised melody using quarter notes. Don't worry about playing fancy rhythms or adding extra notes. Let me demonstrate so you guys get the idea. Keeping things simple will help you internalize the concepts of this exercise. I will discuss this in detail later. Using a metronome, start slow and gradually increase your tempo as you become more comfortable. Remember, the key is to keep it simple by focusing on the chord tones only. Here's a useful tip to make your improvised melody flow much more smoothly through the harmony of the song. Aim to have the notes from one chord to the next, at most, a whole step apart. You can even use half steps for an even smoother transition, as long as you're still using the notes of the chords. Let me demonstrate this, and I will discuss more in detail later. Here, when moving from the C dominant 7 chord to the F dominant 7 chord, I transition by going from B flat to A. This is a whole step apart. Here, when going to the G7 chord to the C7 chord, I transition by going a half step apart. So I go from B natural to B flat. Mastering this technique, known as voice leading, will enhance your improvisation skills. It allows you to seamlessly navigate through the song's harmony. And don't worry if you miss some things during my demonstrations. I've included PDFs of each demonstration so you can refer to it easily. There are links to them in the description below. Now let's talk about the fantastic benefits of this simple exercise. Not only does it get you improvising right away, but it also teaches you how to build solid musical phrases using the chord tones of the song. This is a technique employed by many jazz legends, such as Miles Davis and Charlie Parker. By limiting yourself to the chord tones, you can create beautifully improvised melodies that perfectly fit the harmony of the song. Also, this exercise helps you internalize the harmony of the song, making it easier to incorporate more advanced ideas into your improvisation as you progress. It forms a strong foundation for creating captivating and interesting solos. Remember, this exercise is just the beginning of your improvisation journey. There's so much more to explore and develop. If you want to create exciting solos, watch this video and take your improvisation to the next level.